Hi, and welcome to this episode on the settings required for expenses in Enterprise. I'm Sharon from Enterprise, and in this session, we'll look at defining the mileage rates for your organization, your expense users, and any new expense items that you wish to add. So let's get you started. If we click on settings here at the top and go to module settings, and then scroll down to expense. So first we can choose an option here to say expense amounts includes taxes. So if we tick this box, we're saying that every expense amount that we enter already includes tax. So when we go to submit the invoice, it'll work the tax back. Distance unit is very simply kilometers or miles. And then simply click on mileage rate for organization. And this will take us into the next screen where we can fill in our mileage rates, our expense users, and any new expense items. So starting with the mileage rate, we can very simply click on the edit button here. We can, as you can see here, we have a range here from 0 to 5,000 kilometers. We've a mileage rate of 6.65 and 5,001 up. We have a mileage rate of 0.51. So the threshold is the distance and then the mileage rate to apply to that. So if I click on the plus sign at this stage, and if we edit this here and click on save and then go to the plus to increase that and then put in a new rate and click on save and save again. And we need to save here also to make sure all the changes are taken. Just a word of caution that if engine capacity steps apply to your organization, which is basically where you define a range of engine car sizes with specific rates, you must define the engine sizes here first. So that's only in specific localizations. It is available to everybody if you want to use it. So it's important that these are defined first here. So you define your engine sizes here and save the ranges and then go back to your table and the table will be updated then with the engine sizes. Otherwise, leave this table blank and just apply the mileage rates. So scroll on down then to the second step, which is assigning your expense users. So the recommendation is that you define a supplier account for each of your users that you're going to pay. So once you've defined your supplier accounts, come in here to the plus sign, select your enterprise user from the list, select the payment type, company paid or employee paid. We again advise that you put in one for both in case it pops up in the future. So company paid, the company credit card has been used, or employee paid if you need to reimburse the employee. So let's just select that, the supplier account, choose from the list. Who's going to approve? So the authorizer. You can select a GL account relevant to the user here, otherwise leave it blank and the GL account assigned to the expense item down here in this table will be used at the time of the expense is entered. You can assign an engine capacity. So if the above table is used for engine capacity steps, it's important to assign the engine size down here for the user so the correct rate is picked up. We can also assign a specific rate for this particular user. So if you want to overwrite the ones that are there for the organization, you can assign the rate here. And then click on save and the user is now added. So the third option then are the expense items. So expense items come with a predefined list of expenses. So you can see here there's already one here for mileage. Generally only one is required for mileage. They are already predetermined or pre-assigned to specific GL account codes. You can of course change those as required. You can see that they've got their VAT codes and if there's obviously an exemption at some point depending on the supplier. So if you have an employee in another country that you're paying, perhaps they might be exempt. So you need to be aware of that. So very simply, if you need to add on any new expense items, just click on the plus sign here, select the type. So generally it would be an expense, code, description, select your VAT code, the GL account code from the list, again depending on your localization, if it's applicable to withholding tax, and of course make sure to save the line. It's as simple as that. So thank you for watching, and if you require any further help, check out the support chat here where you can access the help center, help.enterprise.com. Thank you.